Somewhere in a laboratory right now, a scientist is staring at a data pattern that shouldn't exist. It isn't a calculation error or a glitch. It is a chemical signature sitting in a place where nothing alive has ever been found. They will check the numbers again, then they will call a colleague at midnight, and that colleague is going to go quiet for a very long time. In that moment, scientists don't celebrate, they panic. If the data holds up, every assumption humanity has made about its place in the cosmos changes. This possibility is exactly why the search for life has moved from the fringes of science to a primary mission for every major space agency on Earth. To prepare for this moment, we have to look past the discovery itself and understand the precise sequence of events that will unfold the morning the data is confirmed. This chart shows how our view of the universe shifted. In 1995, we knew 0 planets outside our solar system. Today, we've confirmed over 5,000. We now know rocky planets are common, many sitting in the habitable zone where liquid water can pool. We have also discovered that life on Earth is far more resilient than we assumed. We have found bacteria thriving in boiling acid, 3 kilometers underground, and even inside the cooling ponds of nuclear reactors. Biology thrives in conditions we once thought were impossible. Our search is now focused on 3 specific targets. First is Jupiter's moon Europa. Beneath this scarred, icy crust sits a liquid ocean holding twice the volume of all Earth's oceans combined, kept warm by the massive gravitational pull of Jupiter. Second is Saturn's moon Enceladus. This moon is actively venting its internal ocean directly into space through massive cracks at its southern pole. When the Cassini probe flew through those plumes, it detected silica particles. On Earth, these particles are only produced in life-rich hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, similar to the one shown here. The third target is the atmosphere of distant exoplanets. The James Webb Space Telescope analyzes the light from these worlds to find biosignatures, gases like methane and oxygen that shouldn't coexist unless something biological is actively producing them. The universe is saturated with the exact chemical triggers needed for life to begin. We are now simply waiting for the first confirmed detection. Confirming alien life will not be a single eureka moment caught on camera. It is a grueling, multi-stage process that will take months or even years of absolute silence. During the internal verification phase, the discovering team must exhaustively rule out equipment malfunctions, math errors, and any possibility of terrestrial contamination. Only then is the data submitted for peer review. Other scientists must verify the work, and independent observatories must replicate the signal or the sample with their own instruments. By the time the story hits the news, a small group of researchers will have lived with the universe's biggest secret for a very long time. If we discover microbial life, the immediate reaction will be an explosion in space exploration funding. We would have to develop entirely new biological models to account for a second, independent origin of life. Most major world religions have already spent decades developing theological frameworks for this possibility. For many traditions, finding bacteria on another moon doesn't disprove a creator any more than finding bacteria on Earth does. However, detecting an intelligent signal instantly moves the event from a scientific milestone to a matter of global security. The SETI protocol for a confirmed signal requires immediate notification of the United Nations Secretary General. The guideline is clear: no one speaks for Earth without international consultation. The danger is that there is no legally binding treaty to enforce this. Any individual, corporation, or government with a powerful enough transmitter could technically broadcast a reply without permission. Stephen Hawking warned that making our presence known to a superior civilization is a massive risk. History shows that when a more advanced culture encounters a less advanced one, the results for the latter are often catastrophic. This is the dark forest theory. It suggests the universe is silent because any civilization that survives long enough has learned that broadcasting your location is an invitation to predators. A microbial discovery would likely unite humanity in shared scientific wonder. A signal, however, could fracture the world in a panic over our own survival. This discovery would be our ultimate demotion. Just as we learned that Earth is not the center of the solar system, we would finally have to accept that our biology is not the center of the universe. Practically, our approach to space travel would change overnight. Planetary contamination protocols would become a matter of global defense to prevent us from destroying alien ecosystems or bringing back pathogens that could devastate our own species. This leads to the Great Filter Theory, that an insurmountable obstacle wipes out civilizations before they reach the stars. Finding life next door proves it starts easily. If it does, yet the galaxy remains silent, the filter isn't behind us. It awaits in our future. The discovery of another living world will force us to decide what kind of species we want to be on the morning we find out we are finally part of a larger cosmic story.